Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode. Welcome home. Welcome freaking home to the island. Hope everybody are doing fantastic. Now guys, we're gonna do it. We're gonna freaking do it. I have been playing on here all morning today for about 4 hours. For those of you who follow me on Twitter, you will know that I was like, hey, I want to get back to the island. I am so excited to go back and play on the island. I said that over Christmas when I was away for travels, and I came back yesterday, was too tired to play. I do have a massive cold at the moment, which is garbage. A massive cold. That's what I get to meet for meeting people over Christmas. Stupid people. No, I'm just kidding. It was lovely for the 1 day it lasted without me having the flu. So I got a massive cold. Hopefully it's passing at the moment though. That's why I didn't have a video yesterday, which was also my birthday, by the way. Thank you all for your birthday wishes and stuff. But yeah, anyway, I came back and I really wanted to play on the island again. Now, this is a restart question. Do you guys want to see a restart of the island? Meaning, restarting the series. Don't be crazy now. We ain't gonna restart the world. No. We're gonna continue playing here. This world is freaking amazing. Like I said, I've been playing here for a couple of hours, and I've been watching all the projects that we have to do. And I also had a creeper explosion on our boat here, which I haven't yet fixed. Hi boat. I'm sorry I destroyed you, man. But yeah, I got so much inspiration and stuff to do that it's just ridiculous. So my question to you guys, if you want to see this series on YouTube, back on YouTube like we did it before, please go down below, hit the like button, show that love, the support from you guys on my channel lately in YouTube's depression. It's not really a depression, but during YouTube's changes have been insane. Thank you guys a million for helping me out, for supporting me, for liking my videos, even though I like bait like a freaking idiot. Thank you guys from the bottom of my heart. It means a lot. Now keep that out, keep showing me the love, and specifically on this video, if you want to see the island being brought back. And yeah, so that's basically the plot. I want to go back here and I want to play. We have so many projects. Like I said, I've been flying around and we got a lot of stuff to do, a lot of exciting stuff to do for sure. Look at this skull, by the way. Whew, it's gorgeous, isn't it? All right, so today, what I want to do to kind of get this series back on track, I want to build a contraption for our steak and leather farm. If you guys remember, we have a fully automated. Not semi-automated. Oh crap! I just punched my mic. Hold on. Sorry, ears. Can you stop wobbling? Thanks, Mike. Fully automated, not semi-automated cow cooker. Down here, and this was Nembod MC that helped me with the design of this. He sent over world and everything on Twitter, and I downloaded it, and he had built this, and it was just amazing, and I replicated it here in my world. Absolutely unbelievable. This thing basically spawns in mushrooms because we're in a mushroom island. For those of you who are new to this series, hi. This is a mushroom island that we have terraformed over the course of 1.5 years to become a tropical paradise. Now, we're far from done, so it's not really a paradise yet. But yeah, anyway, we have this thing here. Now, the thing with this thing, if we jump down here, is that it doesn't have a system for... Oh, crap. Please don't break anything, Iskall, you crazy fool. It doesn't have a system for storing the steaks. So yeah, look at it's backlogged. This is good. We got so much steak and leather, but we need to take care of it, and we need to bring it out of this box and into a more manageable storage system. So that's what I want to do. I got an idea for how to do it. I brought my redstone kit. We're gonna do an item elevator, and we're gonna store it into shulker boxes. But before we do that, here's the thing. I actually just recorded a segment that was a 60-minute long non-cut segment of me kind of touring the island and talking about projects. However, there's something wrong with my microphone. Something is very, very weird. So I come home yesterday, had my birthday, was very ill, and I'm still very ill, as you can hear. And then this morning I recorded a segment looking over all the projects that we can do on the world. But the microphone is freaking broken. There's something wrong, and it's still weird. Like, it peaks weirdly. If you can hear the peaking, I don't know what's happened. This is what you get for going away. So maybe I'll have to buy a new microphone. But basically, the sum is, I don't want to use any of that 60-minute footage that I just recorded because I couldn't stand the whole peakness of the mic. So I'm going to try and talk a little bit more softly and closer to your ear. This works fine. But anyway, what I think we could do instead is let's just have a quick fly around for all of those of you who are new here. Let me just show you quickly some stuff that we have on the island. This here is my boat, my pirate ship, possibly the ship that I came with when I took over this island years and years and years ago. The reason this project never got finished or hasn't got finished yet is because I ran out of wool and I don't have any wool production at all. But look at this boat, it's looking so good. It still needs a bottom though. It doesn't have a bottom, it just has like a very, very ugly yeah, flooring. By the way, did I say that I love being a submarine in the water? I love it. But yeah, it is truly gorgeous. And I got some plans for this. Now, don't you think that we just build things for gorgeousness? No, 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 no. I got some plans for it. Hello, stupid zombie. Get out of my boat. Get off my boat. I don't want you here. Okay, there's usually some people on the sail, but there was none now. Okay, so yeah, I got a plan for this. Oh, hello, Captain Skeleton. Freaking idiot. Get off my boat. I think what I want to do down the line, I want to use this room here, and this is something I want your input on in the comments. I want to use this room here to possibly make a brewing system, because I think it would make sense that the pirate captain is making rum. And maybe we can make the brewing system downstairs, because we got loads of space. Where's my axe? There's my hatchet. We got loads of space down here. Yeah, look at this. Loads of space underneath, right? For different floors and stuff. And then we could make a system that brings up all the rum, aka potions, into the captain's quarter where we store them. I think that could be really cool, but like I said, let me know if that's something you want to see. I'm going to present you with a few different things that we should prioritize on the island in case you want me to restart the series. That's of course a key, which I really hope that you want me to, because I like this world very, very much. Hey, stupid spider! That scared the crap out of me. Jeez. I'm not a little girl. I'm sorry that I screamed like that. Okay, anyway. So the boat is one project, and for me this feels high priority. What we need to do though before we continue it is make a string farm somewhere so that we can get crap ton of wool like I did on the Hermitcraft server. Okay, then of course we got all the terraforming, which I do want to do on streams, and I may actually be streaming pretty soon because I got a little bit of spare time now for the next coming week. And I'm thinking of doing a dual stream, a little bit of Hermitcraft and a little bit of Island. I'm worried though, like I'm super worried that you guys will watch the Hermitcraft part and then log off. Be like, well, this ain't freaking Hermitcraft, I'm gone. Because unfortunately, a lot of people do that. And that would suck, because I would want you to be with me on the island. I know a lot of you would though. Okay, then we have Tortuga. Now Tortuga, for those of you who are new here, this is good. This is my little trading village. My pirate trading village, and I've been working so much on this, and maybe I don't have too much to show for, but oh crap, okay, that confirms the myth. That confirms the myth. We're on a mushroom island, but there is a zombie invasion. I don't know if that's a bug in Minecraft, but it happens every now and then. Look at these freaking idiots! They've spawned in the floor. Okay, yeah, so in Tortuga, basically the idea is to have a shop for every villager that I want to utilize to buy something from, right? And this is something we were actually working on before I stopped recording on this world. You can see that these guys have spawned in so weirdly. Look at this, they're in the freaking floor. Holy crap. Is my mob sound off also? I think it is. Hold on. Host that. Yeah. Okay, I want to keep it at 10% so that I can hear stupid creepers. Oh yeah, boy. Oh yeah, you thought you could get away. Stupid idiots. Okay, come here, boy. There we go. Oh, it's so nice to fight mobs without lag. I'm not used to it because you always have a little bit of lag playing on Hermitcraft. Okay, fantastic. Yeah, like I was saying, this is Tortuga. And for those of you who are new here, Are you kidding me, boy? Get out of my freaking village! Dude, what is your... Oh, I see. You got a trophy over there. Good golem. Hi. Yeah. For those of you who are new here, we've got this brothel over here, which the villagers go to have fun with each other in the rooms up here, and that creates babies. That creates baby villagers, which comes up in this hole here because that's how babies are made, and they plop out and they start being a habitant of Tortuga. That's connected up to a village breeder, which is still working. I've been looking, like when I've been playing today, for the 4 hours that I've been playing, I've been looking at and making sure that things are working, and this green coat here confirms. Don't you? You confirm that it's working, bro. Okay. Anyway, yeah, so the idea here is that we can buy all the stuff. This here is a Silk Touch shop, I believe. Yeah, Silk Touch for 8. And I don't think I have anything on the upstairs. No, there's a creepy dude just standing in a freaking corner. Okay, these guys are out on the bat. Nice. Hi. I'm just looking at the farmers. Yeah, okay. So what we need to do, the next step of Tortuga, if we want to prioritize this project, is to get a villager that we can buy emeralds from. And I've been trading with a lot of farmers to try and find a guy that can sell us emeralds for 8. Where did they go? Okay, here we go. 8 pumpkins for 1 emerald. Because then we can get... I hear Zombird still. Oh my goodness, they have eaten some... They've eaten villagers here. Stupid idiots. I am so disappointed in the mechanic of Minecraft. And I'm disappointed in you, John. Right, that's right, that's your name now, John. How does it freaking feel to be a John? Not a Johnny. No, you're not a Johnny. Just a John. I'm sorry, bro. Stupid John. Anyway, yeah, so we need that. We need villagers to trade with. That's the next step here. So we need to. I need to breed up a bunch of them and browse through them basically. Anyway, that's Tortuga. Another project that I need to do, and this is not very high on my priority because I don't use these blocks. So if you guys really want to see this, you have to upvote it like crazy by commenting on it. But over here, I have my Guardian farm, right? Now, this is so weird. I've done all the hard work. I've done all the hard work of emptying the chunk, and as you can see that they're spawning like freaking crazy from these spawning chambers, but I only have 2 little spawning boxes. Now we can increase the efficiency of this something crazy. Guess what? I've even lit up most of the caves around this area. I just went crazy like a few weeks ago and just lit up every cave, and you can see how quickly they drop. But yeah, I need to finish the spawning bases, and then I had an idea of sitting down here watching the Guardians die. But I don't know if I want to do that anymore. Now, a big change. Yeah, this was going to be the storage system. Oh crap, there was stuff in there. Okay, I'm sorry. Let's put it in there. Now, a big change in Minecraft has happened since I last played here. And that is, of course, the introduction of shulker boxes. Now, I got something to show you. Something that I've done in my world in between the 2 months where we haven't been playing that hopefully will blow your mind. We're going to take a look at that in a minute. But yeah, there's been a new inclusion of shulker boxes. As you all know, I freaking love them. They are one of the best additions to Minecraft in the world, like forever, to vanilla Minecraft. And there are a lot of upgrades that we can do in our world, including that include adding shulker boxes to our system. Now, I haven't gone. Sorry about snorting like that just then. I haven't gone. I don't want to talk about all of the improvements that we can do with shulker boxes, but this here is one of them. So the items travel up. I believe they travel up in this elevator here. Yeah, there they go. Very, very weirdly. And then they are sorted, or not sorted. They're just stored in this chest array here. And this very, very quickly fills up. Now, I want to take the items from here and transport them into shulker boxes instead, so that when we come here, we can just, like, boop. Yeah, let's pick up some prismarine shards, and then off we go, right? But anyway, that's on my personal list. That's kind of low on the priority, simply because I don't use them freaking blue blocks so much. I don't really like them. Okay, then let's see. What do I want to talk about next? We gotta do... oh, crap. I punched my mic again. We have to do this thing. We're gonna do that today, later this episode, so stay tuned for that. But yeah, let me show you what I've done. Maybe I'll show you what I've done. And also, in here is my Patreon treasure cave. These... heads in here have been my patrons for $5 or more on patreon.com/Iskall85. You get a head in here. We have to update this, and I'm gonna do that off camera, but basically I think I'm trailing 6 months behind on this thing, and I think I've got so many new patrons that I may have to build another room for this, but I really like this place. When I built this treasure cave, a lot of people were complaining and saying that it was ugly. Personally, though, I think it's gorgeous. Okay, so let me show you what I've done anyway. Let me show you what maybe before I show you what I've done. Yeah, before I show you what I've done, here's another thing that I want to do. And again, you vote on the project you want to see first, priority. Down here, in this ugly, half-hearted grass patch in the middle of our cave, we have the mob farm. Well, the output of the mob farm. I'll show you the mob farm is actually the prison. And down here, as you can see, yeah, I've used some gunpowder to create a crap ton of rockets. This also is half finished, and this is another issue. We are not getting any redstone or glowstone from this, and I'll show you why in a second. But this here, I may want to even though I like this room that we have down here, this dense, very cavey looking room, I may want to redo this and make it into a shulker box system where the items are sent back up to our storage system. Now, that's of course up to you guys if you want me to do that as well. It's not super important, but the entrance of this freaking thing at the moment, absolutely garbage. Okay, and in here, for those of you who are new, this is our prison. Now, if you guys remember, I said we're on a mushroom island earlier. That's true, but we have a spot, a little patch in our world where there's an ocean. Now, what I did was that I utilized that in making spawning chambers because the spawning rates are insane. Since we're on a mushroom island, they can't spawn anywhere else. So this here is our prison. Now this needs a little bit of work. It is working, but it could be improved a little bit. Mainly, what we need to change is down here at the collection area of the mobs. Hold on, oh yeah, I did it. Yeah, so down here, I believe we designed this before magma blocks was a thing. And here's the issue live. Witches don't die from this system. So basically what this is a cooker. Let's see if we... Okay, I missed it. Yeah, look at that. There's a creeper that died. The mobs fall down here from the prison cells. They get burnt on the flames, and underneath the flames there are hopper minecarts that picks up the items and sends them out to that sorter that we just saw. However, these freaking witches, they keep drinking a fire resistance potion. And I think we can fix this by adding magma blocks and maybe a crusher down here. So I don't know, as you can see, the spawn rates are actually pretty quick down here. That needs to be something that we do. So I don't know, if you want to see that first, like if that's a high priority in your head and you want to see how we solve this, then let me know down below in the comments. Okay, but now, crap. Let me show you what I've done. Okay, let me show you what I've done. In between episodes, like it's been 2 months, so this is over course of time. I've been collecting shulker shells. Yeah, boy. And I got 3.5 stacks plus 7. Or you could say 3 stacks plus 39. Completed shulker boxes. And all we need to do is add chests to this. So we got quite a bit of shulker boxes to play around with, which I remember I started collecting these. I spent a lot of time in the end, and then I went on to Hermitcraft and I did the same thing there, and then I built stuff on Hermitcraft. But this here, I'm not sure if I want to take my storage system entirely and change it up to a shulker system. But what I may want to do is change up, if you guys remember, we have this deep storage system where basically all our deep storage units are hidden behind and fed into these minecarts by you can refill them by pressing this button. Now everything will go away and they will come back. This here is empty. I don't have any more smooth stone nor brickstone, but this here is currently filling up with cobble, the cobble that I took out. Now I don't know what's going on here though. This should have filled up. That's a bit bugged out. And freaking diorite. Yeah, I have a lot of freaking diorite. I'm sorry. This here is bugged out though. But yeah, what we could do here, we could skip this system entirely and include shulker boxes instead. which will be more convenient. Now, I gotta say though, I'm a big fan of this minecart system that we built. It's like close to my heart. We built it early on in the series. I thought it was very clever at the time. And I'm gonna have to ask you guys, should we change it to a Shulker box system, or should we keep it for good time's sakes? I mean, it does work. It needs a little bit of repairing though. Also, I need to clean out this freaking room. Jeez, Iskall, you filthy fool. Anyway, you guys let me know that. Now, let's do today's thing. I want to, like I said, I want to transport the items from the cow cooker into a storage system. And what I'm thinking of, what I think we should do, let's see. Let me think about this for a second. Okay, so yeah, I've done some thinking. And here's what I want to do. Now, we get leather, cooked steak, and non-cooked steak from this farm, right? The only thing that's really important and interesting to me is the cooked steak. And I want to have a system, kind of like on the Hermitcraft server, where I fill up a Shulker box with food, and then I keep that in my ender chest. And we can automate that. We can fully automate so that I always have a Shulker box that is empty and that I can put in my storage system with food, or in my ender chest. So, we need a few different things for this. This is going to be a bigger project than I thought. We need a few different things for this. First of all, let's just talk about this area here. This is my bedroom. This is where I sleep. If you hear some stuff in the background, I'm cooking some coffee. Yeah, I need some coffee for my throat. It will feel really good. But yeah, this is my bedroom. Right here is where I sleep, and I have some storage of items here. Oh, no, crap. I was hoping that I had a bow. And then I have my armor swapper here, which I don't know if it's working. Oh yeah, it is still working. I never use it though. It's mostly for decoration at this point. Over here though is my ender pearl dispenser. Now, I never ever use this system. I don't know why. It's just like, it's not very often I come in this room. But I want to change that. I want to make it so that I get here to get food. So what I want to do is I want to remove the ender pearl dispenser. Oh crap, that's a lot of ender pearls. I want to remove this and try and find my way from here to the cow farm. It should be right over there in that area. And then over here we'll build a Shulker box loader for, let's put these here, a Shulker box loader that basically plops out a Shulker box inside here, maybe behind here. We'll come up with a system. Plops out a Shulker box, fills it, and then puts it in a chest so that I can just go here, I can collect my food Shulker box and then put it in here. And when it's empty, I can just return it back to the system. We'll build this module later. Okay, we'll come back to this module. Now, other modules that we need, oh crap, I need ender pearls. Speaking about ender pearls, thank you system. Other modules that we will need, let's head over to the cow hole. To the freaking cow. I don't know what's wrong with me, but let's head over to the freaking cow hole. And I love being out in the dark on this island where no mobs will spawn. Yeah, so over here, the first thing I need to do is to bring the items up from this place, because if you guys remember, we're down at bedrock here, so we want to bring the things up from here into a sorter where we sort out. Ooh, you know what? I shall pick you up. I've been needing an ender chest. Thank you. Where we sort through what is leather, what is cooked steak, and what is uncooked steak. So at the moment, everything just ends up here. So what I'm gonna do, if you guys knew, in 1.11 they changed it so that item elevators are now the easiest freaking thing to do. And I think right over here is ocean. So what I want to do is get all the items transported over to there, over to that edge there. So I'm just gonna have, oh crap, I don't have items for that, but I'm just gonna make an ice stream, a water stream that travels. Let's see, yeah, I'm gonna use. Actually, can I do it here? I need another dropper there, don't I? Yeah, so I'll do something like this, right? Where we'll have a hopper facing into this dropper. This dropper, actually, let's just bring this out a little bit so we have a little bit of space. Maybe like that. I'm a little bit concerned about that. But let's see. Let's do this, and then from here, we'll bring up my redstone. I freaking love Shulker boxes. You will realize that. From there, we need to just power this dropper to send items. Maybe we will do it on this here. Let's see if we can actually this again. Let's bring this out a little bit further. Yeah, to over here, and then what we want to do is simply just make a clock that makes it so that whenever an item is in here, we shoot the items out, and that's going to be tricky because of the bedrock there. So maybe what we'll do actually is we'll compare whenever an item comes through this this hopper, it will basically send a signal back to this dropper, powering it actually like this, powering it and shooting items out on a water stream. Yeah, so that there should work. Let's just try that out. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so now it's shooting out the items. Fantastic. And that will be onto a water stream that I'll place down here. Now, I don't have any ice on me, so let's just use some cobble for now. But we'll have a water stream here, traveling all... Oh, actually, yeah, some of them will be bedrock. I think that should be fine. And then over here, let's just dig in a little bit in here. We'll make an item elevator. Now, if you guys remember, and I have a tutorial on my channel for this in case you want to see this up close. I need a freaking dropper. Yeah, there we go. A dropper is placed. If you guys remember, in 1.11, they've changed it so that a dropper facing into solid blocks will now be able to just shoot. Actually, we could... No, we need that there. Okay, we'll be able to shoot items straight up through solid blocks and create an item elevator. So we'll have this here. Ice come down. The items will be picked up here. Actually, I'm gonna do this. Yeah, like that. Items will be picked up through these two hoppers, faced into this dropper, and let's see if we can fit a clock here. All we need is another one of these. This is gonna be tricky with all the bedrock here. Yeah, there we go. Okay. I did fit it like that on that bedrock block. Let me place a torch so you can see. And I'm gonna collect these redstone as well, because I am very poor on redstone at the moment because of the witch problem, which leads me to believe that should be high priority. But yeah, like that. And then from here, all we need to do to make this work and shoot up is to have solid blocks placed like this, or it could be transparent blocks as well, but we need a 3x3 cube, so I'm gonna go with some glass here just so we can see what happens, right? Like that. Now that will travel all the way up in case there is no blocks on upstairs. So let's transfer all this granite. That's gonna shoot it all the way up. Alright, so I got the item elevator installed fully, and I found that cave, and that cave is actually in a perfect position for us to build the next step of this. So, just checking out this ice trail, because if you guys know, whenever an item travels on a non-ice block, it actually does not get pushed very quickly. It actually gets pushed very, very slowly. So you can't really push an item. How can I demonstrate this? You can't really push an item on a water stream unless it's on ice. Let's just see if we can demonstrate this by doing something like, craps, I need blocks. Okay, like this. Yeah, like this. Then if we have a water stream here, if I place an item here, well, it does travel, but it travels extremely, extremely slow. So this here is barely making it to the end, where it's then shot up in the item elevator. Okay, so let's head up there. I don't have any good path up there, so we'll just have to get come on. Oh, I did it. Whew, that was a throw. Okay, so the items now, and I haven't tested this out, but the items should... Okay. The items should be ending up in this hopper here because they're traveling up and then getting sucked into this hopper. I have an air block in the middle there, so you can see. And then, yeah, there they are. Okay, very good. So from here, and I realize we may not be able to finish this project today, but from here what we got to do is we have to have our sorter sitting right down here where we sort out what's leather, what's steak, and what's cooked steak. Yeah, cooked steak. No, this is called steak. The other thing is called beef or something like that. Very, very weird. I think I may just have discovered something very weird. I'm trying to rename granite to filter for my... Yeah, look at that. But however, if I rename one at a time... Oh, have they changed it? Is this a change? Are you serious? So you have to rename one item at a time nowadays. Freaking... Okay, that's gonna cost a lot more levels to do these sort of things then. That sucks. Okay. Alright, so I got the filters all set up, and I've been running this for about 10 minutes. Look at the things we're producing. This is raw beef, and I just picked that up to test something. Okay, anyway, but yeah, we're producing things so quickly. But now what I want to do, now is where we go to the next level. I want to take these filters, and instead of storing things down here, we're gonna create shulker box loaders. Now, I've never built one of these, but I'm gonna use the pre-made, or not pre-made, the already invented shulker box loader from Ilmango. You guys know how I like Ilmango's stuff. He is very clever, very smart guy, much smarter than I am. So what I'm gonna do, if I remember, I'm gonna put a link to his video about these shulker box loaders in the description down below. And if you want to build it in your world, you can do this. But this is actually going to be the first time for me building them. So I'm going to have to do a lot of humming and stuff. But anyway, the point is we are not going to have these chests here. We are going to end up with the items in shulker boxes so that we can send the shulker boxes to wherever we want them. Alright, so I got these 3 shulker box loaders up. Now, I will say, I watched Ilmango's video, and then I saw that in his description he has a smaller footprint of this, but I saw that after I'd made these. But in his video it's a little bit hard, a little bit tricky to see exactly how the observers are facing, so I thought I'd show you real quick here. If you watch closely, if you want to copy this, basically the items come down here. And I also want to explain what happens, but I'll do that in a second. We have 2 observers here facing this way. The face is that way. And this observer here is facing that way as well. So all of these have their little butt in the back there. Then 2 of these facing downwards, with the butt downwards. And that is pretty much it for observers. Also, this one here is facing... Yeah, you can see that clearly there. So the face is downwards. That's a little bit tricky to see in his video. I also discovered that you can't rotate the observers, but they will always have this face on the east and west, and they will always have the other side on the north and south. And in his video, it's aligned differently from how it is aligned here. So I got a bit confused because I'm stupid. Okay, but anyway, this should be working now. So what I want to do is, first of all, cover up these here, so that when the shulker boxes are broken by the pistons, and I guess also that there, when the shulker boxes are broken by the pistons, we will be able to pick them up on that hopper there. Now, I should probably use glass here just for this demo. Yeah, okay, so there we go. Now we got glass in there. So now what I want to do is show you and explain why this works. I've prepared one with a little bit of steak in it. It's not going to be enough to fill it up completely. And the steak thing here is live. That is sending down items. I've also filled up these with some other shulker box. That's for leather, and that's for the raw steak. Now, I'm going to color these, and I'm going to name them and stuff later. But for now, let's just start this thing here by breaking this block. And crap, there we go. Placing a hopper there, and do the same here. Pick you up and place a hopper there. Okay, so now whenever items travel through, yeah, there we go. It should place the boxes. So now the leather and the raw steak are starting to cook up. They're starting to place leather in these. And also this here, I saw that it had a little bit of steakage. Let's just recycle that. Freaking idiot. Recycle that as if new leather is coming down. Or sorry, new steak. System. Launch. Please. Please. What is going on now? Oh, hold on. I need to trigger it manually first, I think. Yeah, let's trigger this manually. Can we? Let's just do... Yeah, let's do something like this. I think we can trick it. Wrong freaking way. Like that. Yeah? Yeah, now it's triggered. Okay, so there's our leather box. Now we can put these empty in here. Okay, so basically what's gonna happen, this thing is gonna fill up the shulker boxes, and this hopper, this dropper down here, why is this not filling up? Did I misface this thing? No. What? Oh, there we go. Okay. Yeah, this comparator down here is key to this whole system. Whenever this reaches this level here, that means that this hopper here is full. So this picks up the signal from this comparator, which picks it up from this hopper into this, and then whenever it's full, it's gonna reach this signal here, or sorry, not full, but more than a stack in it, which means that the shulker box that it's facing is full. So that's how the system knows that if it's full, and if it is, it's going to send a signal over here, a signal to in here, to down here, and eventually makes its way to the piston that breaks the shulker box and will place it down in these hoppers down here. Now here's where the magic is going to happen later. This is now where we can take everything that we just sorted, and place it all back into one item stream. And eventually what I want to do is shoot these all the way back to where we want them, but they will end up here sorted into shulker boxes. Okay, so what I've just done is that I moved all the chests. You remember all the steak and leather that we had there, and I'm shooting it into the new system so that hopefully if everything now works, we should be able to see this live. Hold on, let me head back to the oh, can I do this pro throw again? Come on. Yes, I did it. Okay. Yeah. So now we should see a lot of items. Yeah, they're constantly traveling through here. That's good. Okay. All right. We should see. Yeah. Now it's filling up, I think. Hold on. We should see. I believe when this hopper reached 21, this should turn on and power this. So this should be almost full. Or is that just stuck there now? No, it's still set. Okay, there we go. Is it gonna break it? What is going on? Hold on, let me reset that manual. There we go. Okay. I don't know why that did that. Hopefully, it should break it automatically. I know that I set this to the wrong, like the pistons were pushing the wrong things before when I was manually filling this, so that's probably the thing there. But yeah, check this out. We got a full shulker box of steak. This is good. This is really good. And then all we have to do from here on in, as I said, but we'll do that next time because this took way too long. We'll just create another item elevator and an item stream all the way to wherever we want to have that, which is currently I'm thinking in my bedroom area. But this is good. Anyway, that's gonna have to do it for today, ladies and gentlemen. I'm running late. I'm supposed to be going somewhere and doing some stuff today, but I've had a lot of fun here today. I'm happy to be back on the island. Now again, you guys make sure to hit the like button if you enjoyed this and if you want to see the island restart. Then we're gonna do it, and leave me some nice comments down below. This system is prime. Anyway, thanks so much for watching. I need a way out of here, but yeah, have a fantastic evening and a happy new year to you, and I'll see you next year. I'll see you in the next episode.